I'm Ashley Redmond from Morningstar.ca, and I'm here with Michael Katchen, founder and CEO of WealthSimple. Michael, thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks so much for having me.
So a lot of people are interested in robo-advising, but the number one question that I get is, how do you set up portfolios for different investors? So maybe you could tell me about that.
Sure, we take this very seriously. As you know, investors have very different needs, and we need to cater to that. So our process is 2 steps. The first is you take an online risk assessment. It's 8 questions, tries to understand a little bit about the type of investor that you are, your appetite for risk, and that sort of thing. Second, we assign you your dedicated advisor. It's one of the reasons I hate the term robo-advisor. We actually give you a flesh and blood human advisor. We call it a wealth concierge. And through a conversation with your wealth concierge, you review a risk assessment, dive deeper into your investment goals, and with those 2 things, we build a portfolio that's right for your needs.
That's important to point out because that's a huge misconception.
About robo-advice,
yeah,
that's right.
A lot of people don't think that they'll ever have human interaction.
That's right. It's a really important part of our model is we believe that advice is important. And everybody wants someone, a dedicated person that they can go to when they have questions. So we give you a wealth concierge. It's always the same person. They're not going to take you golfing. They're not going to take you to lunch once a quarter. But if you ever want to talk by phone, by Skype, or text or email, they are the person that's there to help you out and support you with financial planning and advice.
Great. So are your portfolios only composed of ETFs, or what products do you offer in them?
We use ETFs today. Our approach starts with finding the right asset allocation for each investor. As you might know, asset allocation drives 90+% of long-term investment returns. So really that's the most important part of figuring out what the portfolio looks like. From there we find the best products to get you exposure to each of those assets in the portfolio. We think ETFs are the lowest cost, most tax efficient, most liquid vehicles for that, and so we use 8 to 10 ETFs for each portfolio as a result of that.
Okay, and when you're building portfolios, what strategy do you base your portfolios on?
Yeah, we are looking to, the data on this is very clear. Trying to beat the market is a really tough proposition. In fact, in any given year, 85% plus of active managers fail to do so. So we try to track the market, but we're trying to be a lot more thoughtful about risk management. So we're trying to get long-term market returns of 6 to 8% through tracking the market with a really broadly diversified portfolio. But we're trying to be thoughtful about risk management so that you're not going to have as crazy swings as the markets jump up and down over time.
Okay, and as a client, I'm tracking my portfolio. Am I in charge of rebalancing it, or is that the wealth concierge?
We got you covered on this stuff. A big part of what we're trying to do is simplify your entire life, especially when it comes to investing. And so we take care of rebalancing. Unlike a typical advisor that might do this once a year or once a quarter, we look at your portfolio every day to see, with software to determine whether or not it makes sense to rebalance. And if so, we automatically will do that for you. We do all the work to make your life easier.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Great, thanks so much, Michael.
Thanks so much for having me.